Hey guys, welcome back. It's Biggs. Now, you can tell around me, it's not summertime here anymore. And our fall season was somewhat non-existent. It just kind of went from summer straight on into this. Last week we were about 12 degrees above zero in the Celsius scale. Still t-shirt weather, so we're still doing good here, but it's decidedly, definitely now into full-on winter. But with the passages of the seasons, one thing that us ISOPOD keepers have to consider is that we always have to go out and do our shopping. And what I mean by shopping is we have to get all that leaf litter and all those different accoutrements that we're going to need to be able to carry us through until the following fall. So today, I'm going to show you some of the different things that I was able to get. And I got one little thing that I was really excited about. In one of my work trips, I had to go about an hour and a half east of where I lived. And by doing so, I went through a different area known as the Boreal Shield. And the boreal forest in the Boreal Shield has all sorts of other unique things. Now, it's not the best place for me to find leaf litter per se, but it is definitely the best place for me to find this other thing, which my isopods absolutely love. So, let's take a peek. So we got the blade on the quad, it's all good to go. We got the tractor, should we need it and stuff. Oh, we even got my in-laws' Christmas tree already set up in the garage. Nice and fancy. But the real key is we're showing you guys here. We do have our leaf litter. So I got several big bags of leaf litter. There's a box underneath there. I have some more boxes up there. Got another bag there that's started. And then all the stuff that's going to be coming into this area. I know it's kind of messy right now, but all these things are all going to be all the components of what we use for making our different substrates for when we're doing things like our vivarium builds and even for some of our isopod builds. That's another big box of bark. So if we open them up, you guys get an idea. So we got our cork bark hides. These are all little pieces of bark. You get an idea of that. So we've got different types of bark and rotting wood. Stuff isn't already finished up. This is one product that I've already shown you. This is all that rotting, soft, rotten wood. Oh, that is absolutely awesome stuff for finding. And this one is all, as you can see there, it's all messy charcoal that I've made. And now we've got different accoutrements. Now the real reason that it's not finished is I have not been able to source any more of these bins. Obviously, I need 2 more of those size bins to fit there. I need 1 more to fit down there. And then I could probably put another 4 up top here should I need them for things like sphagnum moss and all the other types of accoutrements that we have downstairs. So in my drives for work, as I said, I mentioned, I went about east. I went into the boreal forest. And these are special forests. There's more boreal forest in the world than there is rainforest. And they are massive land sources. And they're massive forests that retain a huge amount of carbon. They're awesome and they're very important to the world that we maintain these forests. But almost all these forests are all generally above the 50th parallel, and they are all classified as forests that live in extremely cold environments, or at least cold environments for a portion of the year. Now in that environment, it's a slightly different forest. It's definitely decidedly different than going wandering around in the woods of, say, Florida, but you find different things. And a lot of the trees that are there, you won't find a lot of the real hardwood trees. You'll find a lot of what I call junk hardwoods, like things like poplars and aspens and things like that. And then a lot of the different pine trees and so forth. The one thing that is very key to that environment is these products. And these are often called reindeer moss. And it is one of the primary food sources of animals that live on the tundra. And these products, I harvest these in small quantities. It looks like I got a large quantity here, but honestly, this is a small quantity. If a large ruminant like a caribou or a reindeer were to come through, it would eat vast amounts of these products. And this is called reindeer moss, and I absolutely love using reindeer moss. It's actually a form of fungus, and it's actually more commonly known as a type of lichen. And lichens for isopods are awesome. So let's take a peek at how they work. Now, before I go and actually just take the harvested stuff and feed it directly, as you guys know, I'm a big proponent of always making sure that I'm trying to isolate my cultures and making sure that I'm not introducing unwanted pests. I try to do these nice natural style vivariums that you guys have seen, like with some like the one for the tricolors, and then the big expanses one behind it there. So all my media is generally for the woods and the leaf litter and those type of components. I generally usually sterilize them, generally using baking. That seems to be about the preferred method for me, mainly because where I live up here in north, freezing ain't going to really cut it for a lot of stuff, because a lot of the stuff that lives up here would go through somewhat of a freezing process. So what I do for these mosses, because if I were to bake these mosses, they would turn into a just a hard lump, dried lump, and it wouldn't be very, very usable. I'm sure the nutrition would still be there, but what I like to do is I soak them. I soak them overnight. 24 hours or so, nothing's going to get past that stage of what I need. And then I know that it's there's a little bit of stuff in here, but I don't see any real critters in here at all, because you got to bear in mind, I was picking this stuff only a week or two ago, and temperatures during the day might have climbed up about 10 degrees above Celsius, but at nighttime it would drop down closer to that freezing point. So most of the critters have kind of gone into somewhat of a hibernation stage. But this just gives me a little bit of peace of mind, but then it also retains that sponginess of that product, which is what these animals love so much. So not only can you use it as just decorative in your environments, it is very, very unique and decorative, but you can also, it also basically acts like a moisture sink, so it's good for your moisture, like we use sphagnum moss and different mosses and stuff, but then it is also 100% a nutritional product as well. So in true fashion, I had to try it out with everybody. So the Kubaris red skirts, they took to it right away. You can see they're just ravenous exploring it. But it works for all of them. This is Armadillidium frontotriangulum. This is a Greek species. And it seems to absolutely thrive, loves it. Can't be without a Porcilio, so we thought we'd try it with our Porcilio Hoffman Sagi. You can see him nibbling and moving around on that. Armadillidium gestroi, the big boys, probably the largest Armadillidium species available. They were ravenous. They were all over it. And one of my favorites today still is that beautiful Porcilio bolivari. Well, that was pretty cool, but I got something even cooler than that. I received a package in the mail today from my good friend Wally and Annette Kern at Supreme Gecko, Supreme ISOPOD. And these guys, they just delivered. They sent me two 16-ounce packages of the ISOPOD chow, which is absolutely stellar. We're going to link the video of my review on this food. This food is definitely one of the keys to the success of me doing what I'm doing. But not only that, he sent me a couple of small little dishes. I had to wash them. They're upstairs, so I'm sorry I'm not showing them. They're really, really cool. Really, really shallow dishes. And anybody that's an isopod keeper or even a cricket keeper or anything like that, you need really, really shallow dishes, and they're always challenging to find. Wally at Supreme Gecko can hook you up. But he also sent me some prawns, some dried mealworms, and some dried fish. Now, all these products are outstanding products for use with your isopods, and every one of these products can be accessed quick and easy by going to supremegecko.com. Check it out, get them for your isopods, tell them Big sent you. So as always, my friends, till next time, take care.